Hello everybody, it's Mark again from Hen Money Bell Photography. Sorry I haven't done that many YouTube videos recently for obvious reasons, lockdowns, busy at work and so on. So today is just a quick update on where I am with my photography and the gear that I'm using now. I've made some massive changes, so this is just to tell you what them changes are and the reasons why. So I decided, I think it was middle last year, I decided to narrow my kit down a lot, and the reason for that is I had a lot of money just laid in drawers here in my camera room, not doing anything. I had full frame cameras, so on. So I got rid of them all. The only camera I kept at that time was the Fuji X-T20, yeah, and this has got the kit lens, the 18 to 55. I kept this one because I do like Fuji stuff now, to be honest, so I kept that. Then after a few months I decided to buy a wide-angled lens, and I looked at the Fuji ones, and yeah, they were nice. And I used to have the 10 to 24, I think it was, wide-angled lens by Fuji, and it was brilliant. But I decided to go for the Samyang manual lens. So this is I think it's a 12mm. Is it? Yep, 12mm, and it's a manual. It's an f2. But it's a really good lens. Whether people who use this know how good it is. Well, I got rid of all of my leaf filters as well. Every last single bit of leaf filters went. I just couldn't justify having hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of filters laid in a drawer that I probably only used 2 or 3, which was normally the polarizer and the big stopper. And the ND grad. So I got rid of all them. With doing landscapes, I like using filters. I don't like messing about in Lightroom and things like that. I know you can, but I don't. So what I decided after a lot of research is I bought these Gobi, and I think they've changed the name to something like Earth now. These are filters that you just screw onto the front of your lens. I've bought quite a few to go with the 2 lenses I've got for Fuji. So in this lot there's some variable ND filters where you just turn the filter to get the effect that you want, and there's also some polarizing filters in there as well. So camera wise, main body Fuji X-T20, the kit 18 to 55, and the Samyang manual 12mm lens. After a few months of having them, not doing a lot of photography, to be honest, I will put some pictures on later on that I took with the X-T20. I decided to look at getting another street photography camera. I used to have the Fuji X100S and I really liked it. So I did a bit of research and they had some new models out right up to I think it's a V now, which is the 5th version of it. They were a bit expensive, so after a bit more research and watching some people on YouTube who do street photography, and I decided to go for the Ricoh GR2, which is the second version of the really popular GR. These are 3rd one now, which is even better than this, but this one is really good. I do like it, and it goes everywhere with me. I haven't done much photography for obvious reasons, but it does come everywhere with me. So that's it really for camera gear. Me being me, on the first lockdown, I, like a lot of people, decided to buy a mountain bike so I could go out and exercise, and that got me hooked on mountain biking. And since buying the cheap mountain bike, I've now upgraded into quite a fancy full suspension thing. Anyway, I will be putting my mountain biking and photography together every so often, where I will go out with my camera gear on the mountain bike and take photos. So while I was mountain biking, I decided to, look at the action camera stuff. I have got, and I've had it a while, a GoPro Session 4 little square action camera, which is really, really good. And then I saw some YouTube clips about people using these 360 cameras, and I like the idea of that. So after, again, a lot of research, I ended up buying this, which is an Insta360-1, which is quite an old model now, and I picked it up second hand off eBay at a pretty good price, and they've brought a lot of new ones out and things like that. But this is really, really good fun to use. Yeah, I do enjoy it. It can go on an helmet, wherever, and you can get 360 footage. I have also used it for some landscape stuff as well, some videos and some photos. So I will show you some of them at the end of this, of me talking. So, what else? Bags, yeah. I got rid of the big bags I had, because obviously my kit's a lot smaller. I still kept the Low Pro shoulder bag, which is this one here, which can carry any of the kit that I've just talked about. And again, after some research, I decided that I wanted a bag that I could use to carry me landscape photography gear and other things, either for a day hike or a day out on the mountain bike. So what I looked for was a camera bag that had a small separate compartment for camera gear, and then the other half of the bag was used for other things, spare jackets or whatever. But the main thing I wanted was something that could hold a bladder, a water bladder, just so I didn't have to carry loads of bottles of water on with me, especially when I'm mountain biking. And I ended up going for, and I have had one of these before, and this is the Low Pro. It's the Photo Sport BP200 AWT. I think I had the first version of this, and this is spot on for me. As you can see, it's not that big. The bottom part here, you put your camera gear in, and then the top part is like a normal rucksack to put other things in. Your water bladder goes in the back of there. As you can see, I've got the tube already there. So yeah, to be honest, I haven't used this yet. I haven't been out on the bike and done any photography, but I will be doing once lockdown's over, which is nearly coming to an end now when we're watching this. So have I missed anything? No? So that's it. Yeah, so main camera body is the XT20 with the kit lens and the manual wide angle lens. My street photography is the Ricoh GR2. Filters I'm using are the Gobi Earth circular screw-on ones. Oh, tripods. As I've mentioned before in other videos, I'm a big fan of three-legged thing. I had two of their tripods, Winston, and I think it was the newer Billy one, I think. Yeah, I got rid of them because they were just too much for, holding that. And I ended up buying a Manfrotto one, and it was the Manfrotto Element, which is a lot smaller. It's a lot less weight, but obviously the lot less weight means you can't carry as much weight on it, but it's ideal for shoving either in the camera bag, attaching it to the camera bag, or even attaching it to the bike if I need to. And I'm not planning on getting any bigger lenses than what I've already got, so it'll do me just fine. I know three-legged thing, I brought some new ones out and I have looked at them, but at the moment I can't justify having hundreds of pounds worth of tripods sat in the camera room. So just to let you know what I'm filming on now, I'm filming on the iPhone 11 Pro on a DJI 3 gimbal, Osmo gimbal number 3, and it's working fine. I am plugged direct into a lav mic, and that's going straight into the phone, so fingers crossed the sound sounds okay. Lighting wise, to this side I've just got a cheap LED panel light, and it's not on, I think it's only about 10% power, and at the back I have a Lumcube Lumcube 2.0, which is the really small constant light, and that's just light in the back. I don't know why, I just thought it'd look better. So yeah, so I am going to put some pictures up, some images up that I've taken with the XT20 and also the GR2 street photography ones. There won't be many because I haven't done that much, but like I said, the plans this year is to get out, do a lot more hiking, but also go out with the on the mountain bike and see where that takes me. So thank you for watching and thank you for listening. And as before, could you please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Oh, I also have another channel now for the mountain biking side of things, and that's called Black and Blue NTB. So if you do want a laugh and you want to see a 50-year-old trying to keep up with a 12-year-old on a mountain bike, you could always check that out on YouTube. And again, submissions and likes would be very much appreciated. Thank you.